Hey, everybody. Yes, we have the 4th of July spirit. What can I say? Do you feel as silly as I do?
No, because I don't look quite as silly as you do. I
Yeah,
look silly, but not quite as
yeah.
silly as you do.
Hey, happy 4th of July, everybody. We are Mike and Jennifer Wedlin, and this is Ask Us Anything, and we have the spirit, right?
We do. The only thing that'd be better is if we were at fireworks.
Psst, boom, out behind us. Yeah, cue the fireworks. Actually, I'm going to take this hat
Good.
off. Yeah. It was just a little over the top, and now I got hat hair for the whole rest of the
Oh
thing.
dear.
Hey, welcome everybody. We are delighted to see you all here, and I got to turn off the mail notifications. That's YouTube telling, or my mail telling me that we're on live. But we know that because we're on live. But that's one of the reasons we ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that way, when you subscribe, if you click that little icon, that little bell icon, then you will get notified every time we have a new video posted, or if we go live, there's something special, we go live. This, though, it's special, but it is our regular Sunday night. Ask Us Anything. And it's the 4th of July. So here we are in our 4th of July. Oh, I'm looking at myself. You know, when
I'm
you
trying
wear
to.
it, it's not so bad. But when you actually see yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which side I like better, the red and white stripe or the stars. I think if it were just red and white stripe.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it on for a while. But hey, let's give some shout outs, first of all, to everybody who's saying hi. We've got Jay Han saying hi, guys. Hey, Jay Han, hi to you. Glad to see you there. Pam Morrison is in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. She took the Amtrak train from San Francisco. Wow, that must have been a fun,
Oh,
fun ride.
that sounds really
You know,
nice.
I've always wanted to do that.
It sounds like a great way to travel.
You know, we're trying to think special things we could do. Um, can we talk? Tell them what we're trying to do?
No,
Oh, okay.
because they might be listening.
Oh, yeah, they might be listening, and we don't want them to listen. Yeah, we'll tell you about it sometime when we know they're not listening. But that'd be really a fun trip. Go across country in a train. That would be great. Hi to Jeff in San Francisco. Shout out to Shirley in Monroe, Michigan, the birthplace of General George Custer. Jeff Lake, his first time here, he just found the channel this morning. Well, Jeff, where you been? We've been waiting for you. We're glad that you're here, and we hope that you are a repeat visitor many times. Judy's in Waukesha. Larry Goslin's in Germantown, Wisconsin. Briar Rose from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Eric is in Ohio. Our friend Chris Cowley is here, and Chris is watching, and Chris will be doing, I'm sure, some updates when we give information. If there's a website that we got to send you to, Chris always puts that out, and how we appreciate that. Rhonda says hi. I saw somebody gave us some thumbs up a minute ago. We appreciate it. If you guys would do that, give us some thumbs up right at the start of the program. Somehow, I don't know how, but that helps Google let people know we're on the air when we get a lot of thumbs up, right?
I'm going to have to check into that.
I know. That's what everybody says, but I'm not 100% certain that that's true. Anyway, Eric Miller and Rhonda. Mitch is here from Prince George, British Columbia. All right, Eric Miller, first question. Serendipity versus Unity. Now, if you don't know the models of leisure travel vans, you won't understand that question. But this is a Unity model, and it is the Murphy bed. That's the Murphy bed behind us that comes down. And the Serendipity, I think it has a Murphy bed in the back. No, it has...
There's all different
configurations. Did you consider the Serendipity? We didn't really, and no real why, except this had the 2019 chassis from Mercedes. We needed an RV fairly quickly, and we were able to get this, so that was the big reason.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of always liked the Serendipity.
I do. I like the corner bed. I think it's nice to have a bed made up.
Yeah. I think this takes all of 30 seconds to do to get these. You have to pull these cushions off, bring the bed down,
slide
out a couple of things for the bed.
It isn't that much work.
30 seconds maybe. Yeah. And then but we got spoiled. We did test out one of the third brand that Leisure makes, which is the Wonder, which had 2 dedicated beds in the back, the very back. And this, we have like a rear lounge area. You really can't see it very well, But this we like this a lot.
And
it's very
I should
comfortable.
say that we did have a situation where we spent the night. One of us slept on that, and one of us slept on this, and we did fine.
Oh yeah, we did. We if you don't have the slide out, this is a slide that we're on. It goes out about 18 inches, I think, maybe 2 feet at the most. If you don't have that out, you can't get the bed down. And we did spend one night on our Adirondacks trip where we were not able to put the slide out, and so Jennifer slept here and I slept in the back part, and it worked fine. It was just fine. So, but and to answer your question, long run, Eric, the reason we chose the Unity is one, we could get it right away, and it had that Mercedes 2019 chassis, which we really like. What I like it.
Well, you wanted.
Yeah, I do.
You wanted that.
Well, I do all the driving, so I like it. I really think it's great.
And it's wonderful.
Yeah. All right, Tom. Shout out to Tom in San Jose. Well, there's somebody that likes the outfits. Thank you, Pam. We were, I guess now that we're influencers, we're celebrities, we got to do stupid things.
And we were running around to store trying to find something 4th of July, and we couldn't find anything. And then we were getting kind of grumpy out there going from store to store because it's so hot in Michigan. And then you went online and found, these lovely tops.
This really is a kind of a cool shirt. And the reason we did this is because of our marketing guys. If you've been following us, we're running a special 4th of July sale, and the marketing guy says, hey, you guys got to do a video to tell everybody about this sale. So let me just tell you about this sale right now. I'll put our link up.
But you wouldn't stop by the dollar store so we could get some goofy gaudy things.
Yeah, I didn't, and I probably should have. So anyway, we said, okay, we're gonna do the video. We should probably wear 4th of July shirts, and that went up a little while ago. That little video, just a short video, and but basically the sale is, and it's a pretty good deal, if you buy our boondocking guide or our how to buy an RV guide. Either one of those, they're both $27 for an ebook. Buy either one, you get to choose then your favorite of our adventure guides, our 4 different adventure guides. Pick the one that you want, plus a sticker set of all of our different Rule 330 stickers. And so that's why we got these silly shirts.
I won't say what country we were in, but I'm thinking about when you were teaching journalists in other parts of the world, and we were there the 4th of July, and they said, yes, can we go out for dinner?
You can say what country.
I don't want to say.
You got to say the country or it doesn't make sense.
Oh, well, anyway, we were told that we could go out for dinner if we spoke French, that we could not anybody know we were from the States.
Oh, yes, that's right. That was in the Middle East, actually.
High security thing. Can you imagine?
Yes. I thought you were going to say the time we were in England, and we were ordering breakfast on the 4th of July, and she said something kind of nice, but we're kidding around, and I said, hey, at least we won, the war.
I don't mess with people who are fixing your food.
Yeah, I know. I think I know that. But yeah, the Middle East, we were told we could not go out on the 4th of July and tell anybody. We had to say we were French.
Yeah, we could go out for dinner if we spoke French.
Anyway, that's for the special on the books. Check it out. And if you go there, you buy one, it'll automatically give you the opportunity then to choose the favorite guide that you want, and the sticker set, which you'll get as well. The books are an instant download, and then the stickers will be sent to you in the mail. So that's where you can find it. There. Marketing guys, I did it. So anyway, that's why we're wearing these silly things. We said we got these shirts. And well, you know what? It'll go well for our Sunday Night Live thing too. And hence, here we go. So, and happy Canada Day to all of our friends in Canada, which celebrates that tomorrow. Alex says hello. Karen is in Dallas, Georgia. Lonnie Pete says
I shouldn't
hello
sit here
from
because
Tucson.
I'm looking at our dog doing things that I don't approve of. I should have to shut the door or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is doing stuff. Don't do that, Bo. Bo, no.
Leave it.
Our dog is out in the yard. And
Misbehaving.
And we can't tell him what he's doing either. It's really disgusting. Lonnie likes our outfits. All right. Thanks, Lonnie. Look quick because it's the last time you'll see him until next 4th of July. Spear Sage is camping alone with his dogs for a season in New England. What was I thinking? I bet you're enjoying the bugs right now, right? We just got back from the Adirondacks, and that video is up. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. it's so much fun. We have to do a second part, which we'll do next Thursday. We love the Adirondacks.
We do.
Yeah.
And in spite of the fact I kind of a grump in the beginning of your video.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you saw that, but we're going up this mountain, and Jennifer's all sensitive, thinking she sounded grumpier than she really is, and I thought it was drama because you came back after we were paying this toll to go up on the road, and you had just been warned about the black flies, which were vicious and attacking. And so you got in, and Bo was in your seat. We got Bo off your seat, and you felt you were grumpy.
I was grumpy. I had a sore foot. Every step I took hurt.
Well, I thought it was just a little drama because you had found out about the black flies,
I was grumpy because my foot hurt,
which later attacked us. So if you saw the video, tell Jennifer that she didn't look grumpy at all.
Well, I was grumpy.
Well, I wouldn't. If I didn't know, how would anybody else know? I thought it was just because of the black flies. So
my foot hurt.
Hello from Maine. Vernard is Vernard is in Maryland. Henry Rosas in New York City. Hi, Henry. Peter J. Happy 4th. Peter G. and Barb in Montana. Our friend Sharon Childress. Glad we're back. Said she missed us last week. And we do that. We take off like we were traveling last week. One year, was last September, we were coming back from the Hershey RV show. And we went live as we were driving down the Ohio Turnpike, as you were driving.
Mm-hmm. And then you were mad that my focus was on driving.
Yeah. She wasn't very chatty, so we decided not to go live when we're driving. And,
right.
That's what.
But at least I was driving. I was focusing.
Tim is in Westminster, British Columbia. Christine in Grand Island, West New York. And Bill Foley, I've been wondering how you plan your strategy for stocking your refrigerator, especially when planning to boondock. We have no strategy, Bill.
We do.
We do?
Yeah. I have to plan ahead. I try to freeze as much as possible and get the freshest vegetables you can and make dishes at home and take them.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. So there you go, Bill.
You have to plan what you're going to eat.
I just carry it out and put it next to the refrigerator.
Because the grocery stores aren't convenient.
And she puts it in. Yep. We like this refrigerator because it really. Maybe I should show them the refrigerator because
it's a pretty good size.
I'll show you the refrigerator here. Actually, you have to show them because I'm gonna have to hold the camera. So this is our refrigerator that comes on the Unity. This is.
I think you're gonna do it.
It is okay. I can do it. It's from Dometic.
Unless it drops.
It is from Dometic, and do we have anything in there? I think we have a little bit in it. We just got back.
No, we don't have anything in the freezer.
That's the freezer.
That's pretty good size.
Yep. Now, and this is the lower part, and it is loaded. I haven't emptied
everything out yet.
Yep. And she's got fruit, cheese. We're big on fresh fruit, and of course these are blackberries and blueberries and strawberries, some eggs, some cheese, a grapefruit, some almond milk.
Jelly in the door.
Yeah. Now, you saw that the light came on when I opened it. Okay, but you saw that this is how we opened it here. Did you see this? You can also open it from this side. So if I'm in the rear, I can just come and open it that way. Freezer, same way. So that is our handy dandy refrigerator that we that we really like, and that is that was new, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was new. Let's see. Somebody gave us a super chat from the Militia Ranger, and he didn't ask a question, but thank you wherever you are. 99-cent super chat. Whoa, we haven't had one of those in a long time. I think some YouTube guys make a fortune on these super chats. What they supposedly do is you can make a comment, and there's a little $sign under the comment, and you can then get your comment up at the very top of the thing. I used to tell everybody what it was like because people wondered what the $sign was, and then when we do get one, we acknowledge it. But I don't really push them. There's too much begging, I think, on YouTube. Don't you, Jen?
I do too.
We at one point thought of joining Patreon. Everybody seems to be on Patreon. Come and support us on Patreon. Well, it just seems kind of duplicitous to us. I mean, yeah, this is our job. This is our business. But you already are supporting us by watching us. And the burden is kind of on us, not you, to support us, I think. We have to have compelling content.
But I don't like in video and then all of a sudden a commercial thrown in.
Oh, yeah, that's a setting. Now, I have a commercial. There's a commercial at the very start. because that is how, you know, we get money from a little bit from AdSense. But you can force it in the middle of it, and I will never do that. I just won't ever do that. So don't worry about it. And the Militia Ranger, yep, it keeps telling me I had one super chat from him. I know that. I got to remember that. Not show it again. Thank you for the 99 cents there. I think Google gets most of it, but some of these guys, they beg for that. They say, and I'll answer your question for a super chat. Well, you know, no, we kind of go through the list. You do get up at the top of the list because it comes in.
So I wonder how many people are out there camping.
That's the question. Where are you? Are you camping? If you're camping, let us know. That was one of our questions. We would love to know that. Christine is in Grand Island, Western New York.
Sounds nice.
And I think I got that. Jeff is doing research. Might see you on the road somewhere next year. Well, we would love to see you too, Jeff. It's a lot of fun. Is Bo named after Bo Schembacher? Go Blue. No, we're actually Sparties. We're Spartans. He's not. What the heck was Bo named after? Oh,
after the last dog. The last dog was Tybo.
The dog we had before was Ty, which was short for Tybo. That was the name he was given with his pedigree. And so in honor of that, we just removed the Ty and called him Bo, B-O.
One of our people suggested Bo.
Yep. We actually did a contest.
Yeah, we were thinking about Lewis or Clark, but I was afraid if I went with Lewis, Mike would get another dog, so we could have Lewis and Clark. Not that Bo wouldn't love having somebody to play with all the time.
Yeah.
And then another name that was good, but Bo was already answering to Bo, was Miles.
Miles.
I think one of those names would have been good as
well. Miles, like M-I-L-E-S, you know. So anyway, there's some dog names for you if you get a dog and you search. Lewis and Clark would be a lot of fun. Paul is in Timmins, Ontario. Happy Canada Day tomorrow, Paul. Karen is in Killeen, Texas. And Jay Han, hey guys, yep. Craig P. Betty Bloom, hi Jennifer, Mike. Betty's in Michigan, where we are right now. Andrew Laramore's on the road this week, currently outside D.C. in College Park. Tom, what's your experience with three-way refrigerators? I hear the cooling is inconsistent. I got to tell you, our experience has been great. We use this on auto, so if we're plugged in, it uses 110, or it will use LP gas if we want, or it will use the batteries. And frankly, I just have it on auto. We've had it on for as long as 2 or 3 weeks. Runs great. It's consistent.
I don't know if it's because we've driven 7 different RVs. But we've never had an old, so I don't know if time affects anything, because we've always been very happy.
Yeah, this one, I'm thrilled with this refrigerator. It's been great.
I like the propane.
Yeah,
as well as electric.
Right now it's running off of 110. I'm plugged into. This is actually, we're in our driveway, so
we just got back about an hour ago.
We were gone, and we had a great boondocking trip this weekend. We visited some friends in Western Michigan. Our son, actually. If you had to choose a motorhome and you had unlimited money, what motorhome would you choose? Advanced RV for me. What would you get?
So far, I think advanced. I mean, you pay a lot for
like
the
$250,000 is where they start at, and they're Class Bs, they're not big ones. But yeah, I would probably choose advanced RV. I mean, their components are absolutely top of the line. We've kicked around the idea of removing the Dometic air conditioner on this and having advanced RV. They have a Houghton air conditioner, which is really quiet. It's efficient. To do that, though, we would have to add, to make it run off batteries, which is what we want, we'd have to add 2 more lithium batteries, maybe 3. And I don't know if I'm willing to give up that room right now to do it. But all their components are top-notch. Their workmanship is great. It takes a year to order one and get one.
I mean, they only make like 12 or 18 a year.
12 or 18 a year. But if I had to, there's a video up on the tour of their factory. You can go look at it. But that's probably what we would buy if we had unlimited money.
If money were not an object.
Yep.
But we love what we have. And we loved our road treks. There are a lot of good vehicles out there. Yeah. Beautiful vehicles.
Would a battery charge make a carbon monoxide alarm go off? No, it shouldn't. You know, sometimes carbon monoxide alarms go off when you cook stuff. Sometimes actually sewer gas from the vent, if it's not shut in your toilet. That's why if you have a Fantastic Fan, run that a bunch. Fantastic Fan, most RVs have that, and it's a fan that'll suck stuff out from the inside. Battery charge, if there was a lot of acid in it, maybe an old wet cell, and somehow the cover got off and it got in, but normally it's they're just very touchy. And then, you know, you want to change your batteries in that every year or so, so that shouldn't do it. I prefer to make a thumbs up judgment call after I've watched the content. Okay, well, Tim, you're not a regular, I guess, and thanks for telling us that, Tim. I've finished my Utah trip using your PDF, and it was great, except boondocked at Mount Carmel. Oh, that's a great spot. It's a great spot. I'm glad you got our Utah adventure guide. That was a lot of fun. It was great. Christopher Cawley, happy week of the 4th. Everybody have a safe holiday. Cassette, where do you store outside stuff like chairs and a grill? There's storage compartments all around the bottom of this unit. We keep them there, and that's where we do. Does the shower and bathroom sink drain into the gray or black tank in your vehicle? Into the gray tank. The shower and the bathroom go into
the sink.
Yeah, and the sink, yeah. The black tank is the toilet, and the toilet only. So that's pretty good. In Canada Day here, it's Canada Day here on July 1st, and by the way, we didn't burn the White House down. That was the British. Yep.
Who said that?
That's from Mitch, and yeah, I don't know who. I guess that is a rumor that was the Brits that did that. It was pretty fun.
It was the Brits.
I did too. I've never. Yeah. It's still nice seeing someone who is patriotic for our wonderful country. Well, we are patriotic. You know, it's pretty hard to travel this country and not come away feeling extremely proud of the U.S. It's a wonderful country. The people are great. If you just look at social media, gosh, you get all the wrong mixtures of sentiments out there. Everybody's always at each other's throats. But if you do any real traveling and meet real people and see this country, it's pretty hard not to love it. God's blessed this nation, and still is, despite the way we keep messing things up. Let's see. I'm kind of howdy from Oregon. How do you feel about having to make the Murphy bed down every night, Jennifer?
It's not hard.
30 seconds, like I said.
Yeah, it just takes a few seconds.
Yeah, yep. It doesn't take long at all. I'm interested in the Integra brand. I think there's an E in there, Bill, in the spelling. Any thoughts on this brand? They have the Quest 15 miles to gallon and a Gas A with the 8 mile to gallon. Scares me to the end. I'll get your book guides. Thanks. The Integra, I think, starts with an E. If that's the one that I'm thinking of. We don't know much at all about Class A's. We've never had one, never driven one. We're kind of real big into B's, B pluses. This is technically a C, but it's fairly compact. It's not much bigger than the previous just B we had. So I can't give you much more information on that. We get about 15 miles per gallon diesel in this brand right now.
I've got to say that what we're in right now is spacious. I mean, you slide this out. We have a lot of room in here. And 2 sitting areas. The area in the back and then this area. So this is really, really spacious.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Do you know anyone who has placed lithium 12-volt batteries in a road truck thinking about doing this? Well, yeah. Call our friends at Battleborn Batteries. They're the ones to check. They are familiar with every single kind of an RV. That's what we put in ours. We put 2 lithium Battleborn in. And if you can price it out yourself a little bit online, but just follow our link. They're one of our podcast sponsors, and it's RVlifestyle.com/Battleborn, all one word, Battleborn, BATTLEBORN. They can tell you what, depending on what year it is. Usually they're just drop in replace. They're the same size. The ones we have are the same size of 2 AGMs that we had in here, and you have to change a couple switches on the inverters and all that, and every model is different, but they can help you out and tell you just what you need to know. Are you in your Sticks and Bricks house or on the road somewhere? Well, we're in the RV tonight, but we're at our Sticks and Bricks house. We'll actually be here for 1 week, and then we're off to the Nashville area. We'll be down in Nashville and Murfreesboro and hanging out there. We're actually going to do a family vacation there. That's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Do you know anyone who... Oh, I'm sorry, going back to the question. Jeff, hi from Julie and Jeff. Buying our new Ford Transit in Waynesboro, Ohio. Then we begin our DIY conversion, except the electrical. Good for you, Jeff. Boy, that is a big trend. A lot of people are doing that, buying their own vans, Sprinter vans, Transit vans. We have a video up here on a DIY van conversions of both a new Sprinter and a new Transit, and you can find that a couple of couples that we met at one of our gatherings back in January. It was a winter camp out, and they had them. So you'll have a ball with that. I did a podcast on I don't remember who that guy was, what his name was, but on our podcast, there's an interview we did with a guy who has a course on how to DIY your own van, and he will actually come in and help you with the electrical too, which is the most challenging part, electrical and then plumbing. But good for you. You're going to have a great time. It's kind of like doing flipping a house and getting an older
or I imagine restoring an old car.
Yeah. How long do the black flies last? They're about ready to drop, I think.
Somebody said as soon as it got warm.
Yep.
It's a June thing, and we went to that area because we were going to that gathering up in Quebec, and then because we were there, that's why we did the Adirondacks.
Otherwise, we probably would have waited to right about now.
I mean, because I think about going to Alaska. I want to do a lot of research before we go there because I've heard so much about flies and everything. And even in our own Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, we don't camp June or July.
No, we don't. And
in the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, and it's kind of the same, pretty much the same area. We're, same latitude.
And this year was a particularly bad year for black flies, they told us.
Yeah, I still have the scars on them. But they're so, and they're not every minute. It depends on the wind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the weather or whatever. So it was still worth going, don't you think?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It just affected some of the places that we can't.
Yeah. Yep. Hi, Eric is in Quebec. Paul is in New Hampshire. We've got Steve in Idaho and Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. There's this super chat we had back there from Brenda, Dallas, Texas. Greetings from Maryland. Love the outfits. Are you enjoying the Unity mattress, or do you still need your super bag? And how does the ducted AC compare to rooftop? Gosh, well, the air conditioning is on the roof, but it's ducted. We used it this afternoon. I suppose I can't tell how we used it, right?
We took a nap.
We were driving back from, this is Michigan.
We did babysitting.
We were over here, and we drove back to where we are right here.
We had a late night last night.
Late night, and the beauty of traveling in an RV is we just found a rest area. We pulled over, but it was 90 degrees out there, so I had to turn on the generator, and then because the 2 lithium batteries I have are not enough to run the air conditioner. That's why I'm toying around with the idea of getting a couple more lithiums. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, we turned on the air, and it's ducted air, and it was 2 minutes, and you were comfortable. And you actually got cold and needed a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
So we love it. As to the super bag, which was the RV super bag, we love those in our Class B, which we used that on a sofa that made into a bed. Mm-hmm. This has a real mattress, the Murphy bed, back there, and big thick mattress. So we put a mattress. We don't
use the bag anymore.
You're right, and you put a mattress topper on it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just put a pad.
A pad.
Then I took the little 1.5-inch foam pad that we had from our road trips and put it down and put the mattress pad on top. Add a little bit of softness.
And it's great. So our super bags are in the house. We don't carry them with us anymore. And we have sheets, linens, really nice sheets.
And it works out well not using the super bags, because if Bo jumps up in bed with us, he takes a lot of the covers. And with the super bags, there weren't enough covers when he kind of launched himself in the middle.
Yep. Heather's another one asking us about the Murphy bed. That's the third question we got on that. So if you just got in, Heather, you can scroll up or listen back on demand when we finish with this list, and you can see it. But we do like it. Boy, everybody's asking us about the Murphy bed, and we've been talking about it for the last half hour.
Well, okay.
And they're asking how we're enjoying the leisure travel van. Any cons you've experienced with it?
My con is the lack of seat belts.
Yeah, biggest one. There's only 2 seat belts.
It's breaking my heart, the 2 seat belts, because I want to take our grandkids, and we had
seat belts are up there.
We've always had 3 seats, so I mean it was never a problem. And then with the bench in the back, there were 3 seat belts back there, so we had a lot of seat belts. Not that we take the grandkids that often, but there are times that you want to. Even Bo, like when we're driving, we could put him on the 3rd seat with a seat belt, so he could sit there and he could look out the windows. I can't get the dog to sit on the sofa, put something to protect it, cover it, and have him sit here and look out. He sits right between us, and he won't move, when you want to come to the back, because he's afraid, and he just cuddles up there, because every time we hit a bump in the road, he thinks something's going to fall on him.
It did on our previous vans.
And so
cupboards would open, things would fall out.
Yeah. He's trained that way.
So he hears a noise. Oh man, he freaks out.
And he's a wonderful dog. He's a bright dog. He's good, but he just has this phobia. And like our last dog got stung by a hornet, every insect was going to kill him.
This dog, he doesn't care about bugs. No.
But I mean, dogs get their phobias, and I don't know how you get them over the phobias. I mean,
so that's probably the biggest con that we've had now. We've had this since March. Is there's only 2 seat belts, and you really can't take like grandkids with us. And we've thought about, like we're all driving. I said we're going to Tennessee for a family vacation. We'd love to take a couple grandkids in the van with us, so you can give them some special time. Well, there's no seat belts for them.
Yeah.
It was really, and I looked, I went on a couple of the forums, and there really is no solution for it. So.
And like we've thought, we'd like to take like one grandchild camping with us, make some special time. And I said to Mike, well, the adult, and in this state, the adult doesn't have to have a seatbelt.
I did some research, and most states only require seatbelts for the front 2 passengers in the driver's seat and the passenger seat. There are a handful of states that do require seatbelts for any occupants in the vehicle, so you got to be aware of that. I'm working up a post on that that'll be on our blog in a week or so. But bottom line is it's a pretty big con. I think another one is the 2019 Mercedes Sprinter chassis, which this Unity's on, does not have blind spot warning, and we got used to that and really appreciated that in our straight Class B, straight Class B chassis. This is a Class B plus, so from the driver's side it kind of flares out a little and then goes back into a box. Well, that little part where it flares over, somehow or another, that doesn't work for keeping track of the blind spot. Whatever it is, it's not a leisure travel van issue, it's a Mercedes issue. They did not install it. I'm told there's a third-party solution, and we're looking into that. We may add that if it's not too crazy.
And something else, if you add bikes on the back, it messes with your
blind spot. It did that on the Bs. Whenever we carried our Rad Power bikes on our Class Bs, or
a stowaway or whatever you used for extra
trailer.
cargo. Then it messed with your blind spot warning, which I love that blind spot warning.
Yeah, I do too. It's nice to have. So it's great. Fly Shacker says hi. He's a regular, comes in every week. Thank you, sir. Joshua is in Abilene, Texas. Savage Gamer is checking in. I appreciate you being here. Sharon says she loves that refrigerator we showed you.
It's a very nice refrigerator.
What drove your decision to go with a Super B instead of, say, a small Class C? This is a B plus, not a Super B. It's called a B plus. It's a term they made up. It's really a C. It's a Class C. On the title it says Class C, and insurance says Class C. So this is a Class C, and
this is a C.
It's the room. We really like the room. We do a lot of work on the road, And while I did it for 6.5 years in a Class B, I'm really loving the luxury of being on the road and enjoying this thing.
It will be hard to, if we ever decide to go backwards, it will be hard to give up all this space.
Well, it won't, because it'll be something new and you'd be excited. But
that's
no, it
true.
would. I don't want to give up. I love the space. Mike and Susan are in Virginia Beach. They plan on camping on the Outer Banks. What a great place. Let's see. Camping in a Road Trek Agile 4x4. That's where our friend Mark Hopkins and Hitch. Hitch is, there's a picture of Hitch. It's not Mark's picture. That's Hitch. Mark, you've certainly had a great year on that. Took you forever to get it. We ran into Mark at a couple of different RV shows, and he had ordered it. And he was holding out for that 4x4, and he was holding out. They kept saying, "Oh, get it without a 4x4," and he went, "I wanted that 4x4," and so he held out and he got it, and he's been on the road ever since. And it's great to see you there, Mark, every week. Road trip, buddy. I've actually been thinking about it. Love the shirt. Now bring back the van wrap.
Oh man, you don't know. It's just a few miles from our house.
Yeah, we went. It's been 6 months.
And had that secret drop down closet
in the back.
I was in the back, and I was looking
cabinet, one in the closet. Yeah.
Well, anyway, it dropped down, and I was looking over for the little pads that we had.
The pads that we just talked about, we put on us. We knew we had them. We thought we brought them in.
And I wouldn't have thrown them out. And I said to Mike, we had to have left them in that RV. I said, let's go see if it's still there at the dealer that we left it off at. And you want to tell them about the batteries?
Oh yeah, it had. That one had 6 lithium batteries, and so when Road Trek went belly up and we returned that van, Road Trek provided us that van. This one we bought. We bought this one, or I should say, we're paying the bank for this one, but nevertheless we bought it. We put our money out, and we, it was great. Road Trek provided us one. It was part of their marketing. People saw us in it, and they put this big wrap on it, and it was pretty obnoxious, but it was cool. You noticed this when we went by. So anyway, when they went belly up and we returned the van to to a local dealer in Michigan, we thought, they just left it there. It still was there as of 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. So anyway, we went looking for those pads, and we knew that the only place it could be would be in that drop-down cabinet. It's kind of like a hidden cabinet in the very back. Really a great feature. So we went up and they said, here's the keys. So we went out, we got inside of it. While sitting in the cold of Michigan from January until a couple of weeks ago, all the batteries were dead, except because I would flip on the battery switch and nothing would happen. And then I remember, wait, this has all these lithium, and it had some solar, so I clicked down a couple of the lithium batteries. It had 8 banks of them, I think, and I heard the batteries click on, and just like that, they worked, and so lithium was great. But anyway, that van with its wrap is still there, and I've got a little license plate on the front of this that says RV Lifestyle, and I'm thinking maybe we could do a decal. Look at the look I'm getting. We could do like a little tasteful decal on the back that says, no?
I thought you were going to call it Major again.
No,
okay.
I'm not going to ever name it Major again. It was bad luck, that name. so
Mike
anyway,
and Jennifer's other residents.
So Road Trip, buddy, thank you for reminding us of that story. I got to like that wrap, but now that it's off, it's kind of nice to be to hide a little bit.
Well, it was caricatures.
Yeah, it was our caricature.
And it was right where every time you walked in, you were looking at yourself.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen it, this was like written all over. Here it is. This was all over it. See that? All over the side, both sides, that caricature. And it was great because it was like a mobile billboard, and people were going to our YouTube channel here, and it was really great. So
yeah, it was good advertising.
So that's why I'm thinking we need to have something about YouTube on it. You can weigh in. If somebody wants to design this one, let me know. Something tasteful. How should we do it? Send us a note. Mike and Jen at RVlifestyle.com. We need some help on that. And probably a little counseling if I decide I want one. Peter attended a Pleasureway rally in Big Timber, Montana on Saturday. Looked at lots of models. It was great. That's what's so fun about going to a rally, particularly a rally of the brand that you own, because you get to go and look and see how everybody else has designed them and made them up, and it's really neat.
I bet that was fun.
I bet that was really a lot of fun. Jay Han There's okay. See this. The call is strong. They want me to do a van wrap. Thanks, Jay. We'll just do it a little more tasteful, right? That's good. Don't bring back van wrap. Crystal Stevens. Is this a man-woman thing? That only men think the wrap is cool and women don't? It might be.
You know, maybe in the back there we could put different. We could advertise for different whatever.
I don't know. We got a whole
It could
back.
be
It's
a
not a
driving
window.
billboard.
That's right. You know.
I mean, it kind of looks like a window. You can the space for rent. You know.
No, I just want to put. Maybe I just watch this on YouTube or something. Chris Hall said he had lost interest for a few minutes because there have some big storms there in northeast Florida. Yeah, boy, they pop up those storms in the afternoon in the summertime in Florida. It gets pretty crazy. Hope you're safe, Chris. Stay safe. Mitch says, have you ever seen an earth roamer built there in the U.S.? Yes, we have, Mitch. We have gone to the Overlanders gathering. They have one in May every year in Arizona and one in the fall in Asheville, North Carolina. And we've been all throughout the earth roamers. They're pretty cool. I have a video. I think that's an earth roamer. It's one of the more popular videos here on the channel, and it's something about ready for the zombie apocalypse. And people actually wrote me and said, there's no such thing as zombies. And others would write, if the zombies really come, this is what they could do. And I was, oh my gosh, you know, people take these Walking Dead shows too seriously. Hi from Amherst, New York, near Buffalo. Camped in our new 2019 Unity twin bed at Golden Hills State Park last week and going to Letchworth State Park this week. Loving our time on wheels. We just were there. We love that twin bed. Now that you have the 2019, you got that same chassis. And if we'd waited a few months, I really like the idea of the twin bed because the beds are all made up. But I'd like them in the rear. So we're thinking the corner bed. If we were to get another Unity model, maybe the corner bed, rear corner bed.
Well, then you know, nothing's perfect.
No.
It's two people. Somebody's, you know, it's not easy to get in and out of.
You got to climb over. Anyway, you were up in the area we were. We just came back from Letchworth State Park, and that will be featured.
Beautiful park. That
will be featured, Donna, in the video that we're doing this coming Thursday. So check that out and enjoy it. It's one of our favorite parks. How are you going to manage the lithium battery in winter camping? I had a question about that in our podcast this week, the current issue of the podcast, episode 248. And, you know, that's the least of the problems in the cold weather. The lithium will work
Used to be a problem.
Yeah, it used to be a problem. They've fixed them up a lot. They do not charge or discharge when the temperature gets below zero. They only really are effective in charging when the temperature is 32 or above. And really the way they're located, it's got to be really cold for them not to charge. But when that happens, you know, you've got residual power in the bank, the battery bank. Our winter camping, if we do it even this year, we haven't even decided we're going to go. And we usually go up to Tequanon Falls where you plug in. So it's not an issue then. And when you're driving around, it's not an issue. So, you know, it's if we were living in it in cold weather all the time, it would be an issue, and I would put heat warmers on it. There's like a heat blanket that you can get. It's very simple, and the folks at Battleborn said, hey, if you want it, we'll show you where you can get it. The guy in Elkhart, not far from us here in Michigan. But we're not going to use it that much in really cold weather. So if I find it's a problem, I'll probably get the little heat wrap for it, and that solves the problem. So, you know, when you read these forums where all these armchair engineers pontificate about their expertise, you know, they all talk about that stuff. But when you actually use these products, they're not a big issue. It's more of an issue to me not being able to use the plumbing, because the plumbing, you have to run air antifreeze through it. So if you're going to use the toilet, which you can in the winter, you just flush it with antifreeze instead of having water go through it, and it's fine. You've never had, it's no big deal camping in the winter, is it?
No.
None. Maybe from washing the dishes, right? But you don't like to wash dishes anyway, so we eat out. Problem solved. No?
Going on thin ice here, boy.
Why? But that's true. We do eat out a lot.
We do.
Yeah. How do you have to change those LP detectors every 3 years? Look it up. Whatever yours says, change them. And There you go. Jennifer and Mike, good to see you. Festive. I'm curious as to how often you having to use your generator, giving your solar and battery setup. Well, we used it this afternoon to run the air conditioner as we took a nap at a rest area, and that's the only time.
We have to do some changing of the wiring
yeah.
that we can use our microwave.
Yeah, see, this thing came with a 1,000-watt inverter, and we upgraded the batteries a couple times. We now have 2 lithium, and we went to a 1,500-watt inverter. Well, that's enough to run the microwave. But the way Leisure wired up the electrical system here, it's run on a plug that it needs to be either plugged into shore power or have the generator on. So we've got to change that wiring. But we don't use the microwave hardly at all. Maybe to defrost something or to warm up some soup. So very seldom do we run it. But I ran it today. I ran it today for air conditioning, and it was great. And like I said, we're toying around with the idea of adding some more Battleborn batteries and maybe going from a 1,500 watt to a 2,000 watt inverter, and then we could just run everything, we wouldn't have to run the generator to run the air. Now, you get about 100 for a 100 amp lithium battery. That equates to about an hour of air conditioning. That's how intensive air conditioning is. It uses about 100 amps an hour. So 2 batteries, which I have now, if I had the higher inverter, I conceivably could get 2 hours of full tilt air conditioning. Seldom is the air ever on full tilt, because usually it cycles on and off. So maybe 3, figure. If we got 4, that would be probably 6 or 7, or enough to run it mostly overnight. I'm thinking about that. It's a big expense, a lot of hassle.
Loss of storage space, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I'd have to probably find a spot to put the other batteries, and that would probably take in one of my storage compartments. I would do it. I think I'd be okay with it, because I'm not using all my outside storage right now, so we could probably do it. But anyway, we're just thinking about it.
And the major reason for doing that is football season in Georgia.
Right. Let's explain.
And we have a dog.
Yeah, the deal is the dog. Dogs, we love our dog. But my grandson Matthew is a senior in high school this year. If you have followed us, you followed us from junior high on when we've talked about watching him play football. Well, now he's in his senior year in high school, and we want to watch this guy play football. And they start playing football in mid-August in Georgia. And the temperature is 100 degrees when these kids play football. So we'll have Bo with us. I have to have some way to have air on in the vehicle for Bo. It won't cut it with what we have now.
Get Rover.
Or we use Rover or a dog sitter, which we probably is cheaper than adding the batteries in the inverter. But it'd be cool to get the extra batteries in the inverter, but probably cheaper to get Rover. And so we're going to be down in Georgia a lot in August, and then we're at the Hershey show in September. That's always very hot, and we need air there. Maybe we'll leave Bo at home for that one. We're thinking.
We normally don't take.
So we're trying to figure out all this stuff, but the generator hasn't been a problem. We use it for very seldom, and today I knew I needed the air, so it was great. Let's see. Do you still carry your electric bikes with you? Have you ever considered the Reese and Mueller Tinker, which is a compact e-bike with foldable handlebars? No, we have the Rad Power bikes. They're our sponsors. I've not even looked at another brand, and am very happy with what we have. They have a foldable bike too, which we could use. But we have a mount on the back of our vans that we could put the bikes on, and it holds them up great, and it works good. Hi to Janet Matthews, who's back and watching. Glad to see you, Janet. We have to see you out there on the road now. We haven't seen you
now. When
since
is the
January.
trip that they've done?
Janet, you've got a big trip up. Don't you have a big trip up to Isle Royale coming sometime soon? You have to let us know. Drop us an email. King Albert says hi. Mark is in Australia. Hey, mate. How are you? Somebody talked to us today or this week about inviting us to New Zealand and to rent a caravan for a week or two and travel about there. And we're actually thinking about that. That could be fun.
What happened to the Hawaii trip?
Oh, we got to follow up on the Hawaii trip. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Have you used a lithium battery tender, and if so, how long does it take to charge them? I don't know what a battery tender is. Don't need one. It charges. Well, let's put it this way. If I drive, they're charged in an hour, maybe, completely charged. I've never had them down much below 40%. So they charge when you're plugged in almost, really fast, very fast. I have no idea because it's just never an issue. I never said, oh man, I wish these batteries would charge. They go, you can drain them down to 80%, whereas on AGMs you shouldn't go any more than 50%. So you really get a lot. Thank you so much for the informative challenge. Have you had any difficulty with LTV customer service? Haven't needed them yet. So
we'll let you know when we need some service.
Yeah, this is unusual for us. We have never gone this far without needing service. I thought I was really smart. I booked an appointment at an LTV service shop in Western Michigan back in May, and because it's hard to get an appointment, at any dealer. And I ended up canceling it because there was really nothing that needed work. So I have no idea. Have not had any issues at all. Yeah.
And we had a couple of prototypes, before, and that was an adventure.
Yeah, we had prototypes from Road Trek.
And a prototype is a prototype, and we knew that going in.
And part of the reason why I think they worked with us so much and gave us all these new models, because if we could make them work, then they knew they could make them for production. Well, a lot of the stuff we tested didn't work, and we were back at the factory all the time. It was kind of fun because I learned a lot, but it was also, particularly when we first started with lithium 5-6 years ago, but that got taken care of. Hello from Indianapolis. Looking good in those shirts. Thank you, Ray. Judy's in Nashville. She says, visit Bourbon Street Blues and Printers Alley. Get Blues Club for folks our age. Well, thank you. We'll be down on Bourbon Street.
We've got to find Rover down there in case we find.
Yeah, Judy, we need a Rover babysitter for Bo down there. We're going to be actually staying, Judy, out in Murfreesboro, so it's not too far out of town. Larry's in California. York is in Oklahoma. Paul is, do you enjoy the windows in your Murphy bed? Right over us. Yes.
Oh, I'm so grateful that they're there.
Now, they all have windows on them, but most of the Murphy beds, as I understand, that Leisure makes, you don't see the windows till you put the bed down. In ours, they cut out these little portholes around it. Yeah, see those? And so they're open right now, as a matter of fact. And you can see the shade. They have a shade. And we love those windows. And I don't know why they don't make that standard.
I'm just so really grateful that they did it on ours. Yeah. Ours was the first one and the only one that I know of that they did it. But when we were at that rally, a lot of people were cutting and measuring and taking pictures.
Yeah. So I can't help you. I thought they all came that way. Craig, can you use regular sheets? What size sheets do you buy?
You have to get I ordered special sheets.
68 by 68.
Yeah, the mattress is 68 by 68 square. So I ordered sheets from Leisure. They made them available, and a mattress pad but you could alter your sheets. You can do it yourself. You don't have to order them.
Yeah. Gimme says, love your shirts. Be proud of the USA. We are, my dear. We are. Sharon, I saw a new model Leisure van with 4 seat belts and a Murphy bed in the back. I don't know which one.
The 2 side seats. When you have a seat up front. I've seen the seat belts. You're facing sideways.
Yeah, but that's not what we wanted. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And something else. I don't know. I'll have to ask somebody who's got the seats like that. When you travel a long distance, how does that work? Looking sideways instead of straight ahead.
I don't know. I don't know.
People with vertigo.
Henry Rosa. Whoa, a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Henry. Love your channel. My question is about your Murphy bed. Boy, everybody's asking about the Murphy bed this Sunday. Are those 2 small windows or mirrors on the bed pull down? Yes, they're actually windows. They're windows. Let's see if I can actually let you see.
It's
here.
One great big long window.
Can you see out there? Yeah, it's really a window. Maybe I can. No, I can't see.
We'll have to have them go to the video we made that shows how you set this up as a table and then how you pull it down to make a bed.
Yeah, that's one of the things we really like.
That's what you need to do.
So you look back on the video that we have here. We have a full tour.
I mean, this is a beautiful unit.
Yep. What is the OCCC on your? I forget. I don't know. It's on the chart. We're talking about the occupants and the total weight capacity of this thing.
I'm sure if you go online.
Yeah, go online and you can check. I forget what it is.
I can't believe this is my favorite thing with leisure, is this uh, window skylight up here.
Yeah, that's actually
that is awesome. It is a good size.
You want to show them how that works?
If I stand here, this is a good size.
Yep, and then show how it works. Right now we have a screen. That's a screen on it.
I can remember which. Oh, yeah, that's the screen, and we've got it.
That's open now. It's
all the way.
There's just fresh air coming in.
Come on.
And if she goes
that's
here,
blackout, or you could have it meet in the center.
So it's screen and blackout.
So
and
this is I like air. Whoops, I better leave this shut. The bugs are starting to come out.
There are bugs. So that's a really nice thing.
I would prefer having windows open. I want air rather than air conditioning, if at all possible.
Yeah. Luke is back from a 10,000-mile road trip in a 2003 road trek. And they did Route 66, West Coast up to Canada. What a great trip that is. That's an awesome trip. Please don't bring back the raps. Oh, it's a guy. You guys are a class act, and the non-rap version better suits you. Always enjoy following you. We got to have something to tell everybody, but all right.
Okay, he liked Kevin. The rap.
I did.
He loved the rap.
And now Bob Zagami's jumping in on me now. Come on, Bob. You're supposed to side with me. I just want a little one. Bob says he thought I swore off decals. Well, we did. we did. But maybe we need. I've got a little thing in the front plate.
You've got couple things in the garage that magnets that you put on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's a magnets that we did.
Pizza delivery truck or something on a side job.
I think you're all right. It's probably a bit tacky, but we don't have them. Bob Zagami's in Maine, and he says it's still raining there. Boy, it's been gorgeous here. Hope you get great.
Get some.
Ray Jones says at least the caricature was a likable resemblance of the two.
I felt like the Flintstones. For those of you that used to watch the Flintstones.
Yeah, I was just Meet the Wendlands is what it said.
Meet the Wendlands.
Bob says I can put one on the back. That's what I'm thinking of, Bob. Just on the back.
That space back there was
it's a huge
out
space.
Where like a window used to be before they changed the body.
We could advertise. You could follow the New England guys.
For rent.
For you, Bob.
Space for rent. Yeah. We can change it out.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe some sort of sticker. So people would know who you were when passing your road. Right, that's what I'm thinking of, Sharon, because it's like it's like a billboard. I noticed an immediate increase in people going to our YouTube channel when they saw all that stuff.
How
it's
about
like
we
a
just
billboard.
Get some kind of little flyers, and every time we stop, we'll stick them on everybody's windshield.
All right, you're ridiculing me now. Mock me if you must, but I think it's a good marketing tool. Hi from Pennsylvania. Do you miss the parkability of your van? We talk about that all the time.
Hey,
Jennifer,
Bo, you coming in?
Hi, Bo. Where's Bo?
He's at the door.
Say hi, everybody. Bo. Can you see Bo out there? I don't know. He's looking at the door.
He's going to lay down by the door.
Yeah, that's where he does. He lies right on outside. The van, I have no problems parking this thing. It's almost 25 feet long. The one we had was 24.9. What's the difference? 3 inches. You seem to think it's too big to park, but I have no problem with it.
Well, I finally convinced you to take 2 spots.
I do. It's so easy. Go in the back of the parking lot, take 2.
Go in the back and take 2.
I did that with the other one, with the road trek, and it
only
worked
if
out good.
Fussed a lot.
Only if you fussed a lot. But did you find the cushions in the old road trek? Maybe that's what we were talking about before.
Yes, we did that 1.5-inch foam pads.
Pam Morrison says she agrees. No wrap. Oh man. Do you go to the Georgia-Florida game in Jacksonville? That's very near me. No, we go to high school games. So, regardless if you use the generator, doesn't it need to be routinely exercised?
I
gas ones do because they clog up. This runs on LP gas, and you don't have to do that. So, it's pretty good. If you add more batteries, then you can carry less supplies as well. Well, the thing with lithium is they're really light. They weigh maybe 30 pounds each instead of, I think the AGMs we had were
over 100.
We had 2 AGMs. They weighed 122 pounds. It's on the video up there when we talk about doing our power upgrade. The 2 lithiums cut that by half. So if I add a couple more batteries, I'm not going to be any more than I was before when we get it. So there you go. Hello from California. Very good to see you. Thanks for the tips, says Old Rock Mustard. Laren Jones, heads up. Ray says a battery tender's a slow charger. I don't need it. Don't need it. It's just extra. Don't really need it. Oh, that's reminding me I have to do the newsletter for tomorrow. The newsletter comes out tomorrow, and if you guys have not subscribed to that, just go to the RVlifestyle.com travel blog, and you can get our newsletter. We send out a fresh newsletter every Monday morning. And with that, an hour is up. Look at that. Let me go really quick here and see. Hey, we got to say a shout out to William Roberts from the Assembly Point LG in New York, Lake George, New York. Our friend Bill and Pam Roberts. Bill and Pam invited us to do some mooch docking on their cottages on Lake George, and you'll see Lake George next week on our video. It is the crown jewel of the Adirondacks. And Bill, we still have been telling about how much fun we had there and how great it was to meet you and Pam. Thank you for inviting us. We ended up leaving the RV in the Moochin itself on a lot across the street from the lake, and they let us move into one of their lakefront cottages. He calls them a camp. And we spent 2 nights there. Had a great time and hanging out and making new friends. Okay, Keith is considering full timing, exploring options. You guys ever use larger RVs? Why do you use a Class C? Do you ever wish you had more space? Actually, we probably need less space. You really don't need. If you're just going to go someplace and sit for a long time, get a Class A, because you got all the room in the world. If you plan to travel a lot, to be mobile, to be active, to stay someplace a day, 2, maybe a week, but not much longer, you want a B plus, or a C. And that's kind of the way it was always explained to us. And I passed a bunch of Class A's today on the interstate, and oh man, that's a lot of work. It's like being an over-the-road trucker, the length of those things, and turning, trying to find a place to park, and man, it's not for us. So we would a C or a B is probably what we'll stay in for all the rest of our RVing days. And almost I mean, we've met a lot of people who have Class A's, and they've all downsized. They're all downsized.
A lot of them have downsized.
Yeah. All right. I'm quickly going through this to see if there's anything I need. Here's somebody with a older LTV with side-facing seat belts. No complaints from passengers sitting sideways. Thanks for letting us know that, Crystal. Yeah, that's the biggest one that we want.
And I knew that going in. I was just like, what? Only 2 seat belts? Ah.
Yeah. All right, we've got lots. Pam is even now singing the Wendlands. Meet the Wendlands. They are traveling in their unity. Oh, yeah. Greetings from St. Augustine, Florida, the oldest city, I believe, in the USA, is where Jan Pippin is. Thank you, Jan, for those kind words. All right, do the rap song of your choice. Thank you, Larry. We need some help with that. Hi from Martinez, Martine and Lanny in Albuquerque. We purchased a 2019 Pleasureway XLTS 2 weeks ago from Stacy Smith at La Mesa RV. That was our salesman. That's the guy that we bought ours from. And we'll be headed out to Angel Fire, New Mexico next week. We love New Mexico. It's a great place. Kristen, we want the wrap. That's a wrap. There you go. All right. Hey, do us 2 things. Leave us a thumbs up before you go. That's a big help to us. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the RV Lifestyle channel. You can do it right here on YouTube. Just hit subscribe, and then look for that little bell. Click that, and then it will notify you when we go on live or when we have new videos. So our time's up. We've gone over an hour. You guys are great. Happy 4th of July. We hope that you enjoy the holiday, that you're out there camping with somebody.
And happy Canada Day.
And happy Canada Day tomorrow. Newsletter tomorrow. Podcast Wednesday is coming up. Thursday is our video part 2 of the Adirondacks scenery that we saw. And then we will be back, Lord willing, next Sunday night, same time, 7 p.m. for another live stream. Thanks again, everybody. God bless you all, and bye-bye.